Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm showing an ink from Platinum. This isn't a full review. I will do a full review of this ink in time. This is Chou Kuro, which is the black ink that they have recently produced. I love the way the universe works. This has been in my shopping cart on a couple of retailers for a little while. And then I was dealing with a retailer here in Australia, Pulp Addiction, in relation to another product, and they randomly sent me this to have a look at, which I am very happy about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it on colouring cards alongside a bunch of other blacks, and then show it on Rhodia and show it in some like a little water test I did. So as I said, this is a non-retail sample bottle, but it's a very, very nice ink. Here it is on a colouring card. Now this is a pigmented ink. This isn't a dye ink, and you can feel the difference on the page. Even with a glass dip pen, it's got a different viscosity to it. And you can see there where the cotton bud has sort of like dragged on the page. You've got like little really defined edges and things. It's interesting, but it is super black. Now these blacks, I'm going to show it alongside. These are the inks I use as my sort of standard black inks. For instance, another pigment ink is Platinum Carbon Black. It's a much shinier black. One thing that's really interesting about the Chou Kuro in comparison to Carbon Black is just how it's not reflective. It absorbs the light, it doesn't reflect it. So whereas you can see the light shining off that, like you barely get that here off the Chou Kuro. It's just black, and I love that about it. Other inks that I use a lot, standard black inks, things like Lamy Black, Aurora Black, and Diamine Onyx Black. So these, you can see there's a range of different kind of blacks, and there's hints of the greys in the Aurora Black. It's a much lighter black, even though when you're using Aurora Black it feels like it's absolute black. Lamy Black the same, has sort of hints of brown and a bit of a gold sheen. Not sure if that's going to show up there, but it's like a gold coppery sheen to it. But none of these, other than maybe Aurora Black, has a red copper sheen. But nothing is as black and as dark and as light absorbing as Chou Kuro. Two other inks that I'm just going to quickly show it alongside here are Noodler's Heart of Darkness, which is one of my dark black. I use this for my for art and things like that. It's very dark, but once again, it's sort of got like a shine to it. And it's sort of a more uniform black. And then an interesting one that I just enjoyed recently, which is Robert Oster's Majestic Black, which is his first proper black. And in comparison, you can just see how light that is. It's got a lovely red copper sheen to it, but it's a much lighter black. In comparison to the Platinum, it's almost grey. So this was all those inks on a colouring cards. Let's now look at it on Rhodia. So this is Rhodia 80 GSM, and I've got all the same inks here. Platinum Chou Kuro there in the middle. You can see it's black. Once again, there's no light reflecting off it. It's pretty solid. Platinum Carbon Black, in comparison, which is a black, looks quite light. Heart of Darkness looks great. Aurora Black, we get a good lot of the black there. You can see it is a nice black ink, but when we do the little swipe, you can see just how grey and light Aurora Black is in comparison to the Platinum there. Lamy Black the same. This is my standard everyday writing black for everyday writing pens, and it's black and then grey. Onyx Black has a bit of the brown, as does Robert Oster Majestic Black, but they're all lovely black inks, but nothing is as dark here as the Platinum, and that's why this ink is sort of like getting people's attention, because it is super black and it's got great water resistance. So I'm going to leave this page here. So I did basically the same test with Platinum Chou Kuro and Lamy Black. So I wrote with them on a piece of paper here, a relatively absorbent paper, and basically with the exact same thing, same glass pen, everything, and then ran them underwater, like ran the tap and just held them under the tap. As soon as I put Lamy Black under the tap, the surface of the ink disappeared, and it washed. You could see it like washing off the page, and that way we've got a lot lighter. You can see like it's in comparison to it on Rhodia, where water hasn't touched it. It's grey now. It's amazing how much is left behind. Lamy Black isn't a water resistant ink, but on absorbent paper, it's been absorbed into the paper but the top has washed away. The Platinum was not changed. Like, you've still got every bit of that ink on the page, every hit of the shade, every hit of the that depth and that sort of that absorbent sort of black. It's really, this is a wonderful ink. So I'm gonna do a full review of this ink in time, but I really just wanted to show just how black it is in comparison to sort of some other standard blacks. It is a pigment ink, so it is going to perform differently, and you will have to be careful with it in pens and all those kinds of things. And, you wouldn't want to be putting it in vintage pens and stuff like that. But if you're doing artwork and you need a black, or you want something that's really solid black and, going to be there forever, this is a really lovely option. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button and all that stuff. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there's a way you'd like to support the channel, I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your inks, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.